I don't know if you heard that was stranded in the city. It was just playing anyway.
Love it.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Big Modcast. I'm your host, Big Mod. I have Sandy here and Chris. Chris, before we get started, before I intro our guests, can you please do our reads? This podcast is sponsored by Quinn Concrete Construction. The company motto: no job too big or too small. Whatever your concrete need is, they have the experience and the professionalism to ensure a quality job every time. For a free estimate, call 913-279-1448. That's 913-279-1448 and ask for Joe Quinn.
This episode is sponsored by Goal Fire Protection. With over 26 years of fire sprinkler experience, Goal Fire Protection has built our livelihoods on established relationships and providing quality fire sprinkler systems. From retrofits, remodels, service, repairs, new installation, and inspections, simple to the extreme, we can help you every step of the way. No job is too small or too big for our knowledgeable crews. For your free estimate, call 913-441-3390 or email us at gochoa@goalfireprotection.com.
Like, it's nice.
And that's, thank you. It's cool. Thank you for saying that, because that's what we try to make it. Try to make it comfortable for anybody that wants to come in, talk, share stories. Thank you so much for saying that.
Yeah,
I truly appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show, Aron and Deanna Muñoz. Just welcome to Aaron.
We are the Big Modcast.
Yes, we are. Thank you for joining us, guys.
Thanks for
having
having
us.
Appreciate you guys being here. Yes, so I've been wanting to have you guys in for the longest time now, and then now that we got these car shows and whatnot that we'll get into, stuff like that, and get into the things that you guys do. But first, how are we doing today?
Good.
Yeah.
It's been a long week, but definitely.
It's been a long week, and it's only Wednesday.
I know.
A Wednesday.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm
Hump
the
day.
same
So
way. I
you're
thought it
used.
was Tuesday too. I'm like, what day are we on?
Yes.
And that's funny. So it was a busy day today for both of you.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're working on a couple projects.
Okay.
Yeah.
Couple-
Separate.
Oh, you know what? You have your left earphone.
Oh, I see that.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that?
Flip it the other way.
I was trying to signal
what?
you.
I was wondering because I couldn't hear out of it.
Yeah.
So look at me.
Just-
not
So
knowing.
just flip it.
There you go.
Oh my God! See,
Oh.
No
technology.
worries.
Now I
A
can hear
whole
you
new
really
world.
good.
There you go.
Yes. I'm
But
like,
you're
oh
probably
my
sitting there
gosh.
going, man, I'm losing my hearing on
Yeah.
my left side.
So that would be you.
That's exactly how I felt.
No, I'm glad we got
So
that.
separate projects going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we are down at Union Station. I got my Rep
Oh, that's right.
URS shirt on because we have entrepreneurs down there right now. We were
okay.
offered a booth for the Chicano Center for the Arts. So
Okay.
we're down there with the activities going on with the World Cup. So Thursday through Sunday, every week for the next 5 weeks, we Chicano Center for the Arts is there, but then we alternate entrepreneurs. So
Nice,
this week we have Mrs. Blink's jewelry, and then we have Rose Gold Boutique down there. So next week will be different.
Okay.
So
Oh,
it's,
okay.
gonna, it's been a busy week.
You're lucky though. You're inside.
Yeah, inside.
'Cause
not
it's hot
outside.
out there.
It is so hot outside.
Yes.
So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and we'll get into more into that. But speaking, it is hot. What are you guys doing to keep yourself cool?
Drink lots of water.
Yeah.
Yes.
And after
right.
5 beer.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
I was just at a golf tournament for Kansas City, Kansas Public School, and oh my gosh, it was okay in the morning, and then once it got toward 1 o'clock, I was like, we are so done here.
Right.
Can't
It's-
enough water.
As soon as
doesn't
the
help.
sun comes out, then it's like,
Yes.
I don't mind the heat if it's cloudy.
Yeah.
I think
I think it's
it
the
was kind of like
humidity, though. You just step
Definitely.
out there and you start sweating.
Yeah.
Yes. That's
Yeah.
the worst. I
Yes.
hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it. Yeah.
I can take heat, I think, but
Yeah.
it's just that sweating. I'm like, oh my God.
I know, and so just think. So right now, our city is doing big things right now, right?
Oh, yeah.
So we got the World Cup coming in.
Well,
You know,
it's here
and-
already.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's here.
I mean, I think all the teams are here now, right?
I think the
Tomorrow.
exception of one.
Yeah,
One
England
more.
comes in tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're getting there.
Yeah, we just passed a couple buses. They stopped the whole traffic, so we
Yeah.
thought we were
So
going to be
you
late.
got caught up in that.
Yes.
We were just talking about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't know which team it was, but they were headed south. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just had Manny Abarca in here,
Oh, okay.
and yeah, that's what he was
And
saying.
he was
that-
luckily on the other side of the road,
That's
going
us
the
too.
different direction.
but I didn't
so-
realize they literally stopped traffic
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
just to let these guys come
I
through.
know.
Yeah.
Yep. We thought it was a bad accident, and then we're like, wait, no, there's cops formed up. So
Yes.
yeah, we're not.
Yep.
Man, that's crazy.
So we're gonna just have to get used to that. It's gonna happen a lot
I think
Yeah.
so.
Mhm.
It's-
because you got Argentina traveling from Missouri over to Kansas,
Yep.
Yep.
and then you've got one of the teams here in Prairie Village somewhere in Kansas traveling over to Swope Park, I believe. So
Yes.
it's
That's England. Yeah.
yeah. So
it's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Netherlands, and they're in Parkville, and then they're staying.
but Parkville, aren't they practicing right there at the current?
They're practicing
Yeah.
at Parkville, but I think they're in Prairie Village.
Oh,
also.
that's the one that's. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know,
pretty
but
far.
we're
Yeah.
just gonna have to get used to that.
Yes,
yeah.
the traffic for sure.
Yes.
I know. So are we soccer fans?
I am.
Are you?
Yeah.
He used
Okay.
to play soccer, so
Oh, okay.
yeah.
So
Got
you
his
played when
college,
you were younger, or
Back
and
in
then
high school. Yeah.
back in high school
Okay.
too, huh?
Mhm.
And so you keep up with soccer now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So do you have
Sports
tickets?
period. You know.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Who's your soccer team?
Mexico.
Oh,
course,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
So of course that's who you're going with, Mexico,
Yeah,
right? Yeah,
yeah.
You got to. Yeah, yeah. It's exciting times, you know.
Yeah.
You know, especially since the Chiefs, what they've done, and then the Royals. Well, Royals started it, and the Chiefs, Mahomes, they did his thing, and
Oh
then
yeah.
now we got
Casey
the current.
Casey
Yes.
Current.
Have you been
yeah.
to a current game?
Yes,
Yeah.
we have. Yeah.
Do you, how many times have you been?
About 2 times,
Two,
I
three.
think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 2 or 3 times. Yeah, and it's nice because it's like by our house because we're up
Oh,
north,
okay.
so it's kind
Mhm.
of convenient.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So
I
then,
love it.
so did you walk to the stadium?
No, we're too far for that.
Okay.
but
So did you have to
yes.
park somewhere and then
Yes.
take the what do you call it, the streetcar?
No, we parked at City Market, and then we took an Uber down
Yeah.
there.
Oh, it took an
yeah,
Uber.
that's not
Yeah.
very far.
It's
yeah.
not. Yeah, but we had to take an Uber. We weren't walking.
Ah.
It was
Yeah.
too
Right.
far. Too hot.
Can you
Yeah.
can get the streetcar from
Yes.
there, right?
Yeah.
Now you can. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But
now you can. Okay,
but if
okay.
you wait till the river market to catch you're not
Yeah.
going to get on because
Oh,
it is
yeah.
packed.
Yeah.
We
Yes.
recently just went for our first time
Oh.
and we rode the streetcar from 18th, 19th Street up by
Yeah.
Union Station.
Mhm.
Best
That's the
thing
best
we
place
did
to catch it.
because we got on, we had a seat, we were comfortable, but every stop after that, I mean,
It was crazy.
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
the number of people they just smashed them all in
Oh.
there.
Oh,
Oh,
my
yeah.
gosh.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the part I'm like, no, I just need a car to get back and quick.
That's going to be the interesting part with the whole games being played and all of the
Yes.
buses that are supposed to
Going
be.
back.
Yeah.
And then we were at Morton Amphitheater for
Oh,
the
you
first
guys-
show for Kesha. Yeah. So I don't even know
Yes.
when game days happen and those happen. That's going to be a lot of
Okay.
Yeah.
I saw
traffic as
something
well.
about they now are going to make changes to the parking.
Yes, they
what,
did.
What happened? What was
I
that
don't
about?
know. I just saw it on Facebook, but the parking and stuff was a little crazy.
Was
it
it?
took us a while to get in and out.
Okay.
Yeah, it was.
Really?
They didn't. Yeah, and then they don't have poles to tell you where your car is. So people were like, "Do your Apple." I don't know how to do this, but they like do Apple location or something, and you can find your car. And I had never knew anything about that, but I was like, "Oh, that's a good tip." Yeah, if there's no poles, you can't figure out where your car was.
Okay,
Some people
so-
lost their car.
Yeah, that would be us.
yes.
Yeah, but then that's why we got the fob and
But
you
how many other people are
Maybe
doing it?
everybody's
Right,
hitting their
exactly. That's
alarms
true,
and the,
too.
turning on the
I just
lights.
ran it over here and it's not ours.
It's not
Yeah,
yours.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, but it's a great
Yeah.
state. I mean, it's beautiful. It's,
Yeah.
It looks like it,
It
yeah.
was really nice. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. It's-
Was it packed? Was it sold out?
Yeah, it wasn't sold out, but it was packed.
Was it?
I mean,
Okay.
when we looked, maybe it was, but it was packed.
Okay,
Now,
good.
Yeah, the prices there are absolutely insane. But I think that's anywhere we go
Yeah,
anymore.
pretty
everything's
much.
always going to
Nowadays,
be.
yeah.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to try to make it like dollar something or
We-
something. They were
we-
trying to make
the
it. I
tickets
thought.
weren't bad,
no, they
Okay.
weren't at all.
but like the drinks and all that.
Oh,
that was
Very,
expensive.
it's very expensive.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are
So.
you thinking dollar hot dogs? What?
Something I know. I saw
That's-
something about. No,
But
they're.
that's at Kaufman, though, right?
I
Yeah,
know,
that
but
is at Kaufman.
but
yeah.
you know,
I think they did somewhere because my son was telling me, but then they sold out that night. Yeah, they were,
Oh,
but
well
it was
then-
like way on the other end, and
Okay.
they didn't have any more. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know where it was, but yeah.
Wow. So let's get into let's get into our childhoods. Where were you born and raised?
Want to go first?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
gosh.
Do we need to flip a coin?
Yes, I know, right?
Ladies first is what he
thank
said.
you.
Yeah.
So born and raised in Kansas City. I've lived on all sides. I tell everybody I'm not really from somewhere because my mom grew up in the West Side. She's with the big Hernandez family, so we have like 900 or more relatives. So I'm literally related to everybody, I feel like.
Yeah.
And then my dad grew up in the projects in the West Side, but then his family all moved to KCK. So, but he grew up, Chicano, he was really proud of, being here. He's from Guanajuato, Mexico.
Nice.
That's where my dad's from.
Oh, really? I have so many people from there. When I was growing up, I didn't know anybody that from
right?
there. So, and then, so when they married, we moved all the way out to Olathe because he was trying, it was during that time, 70s, 80s, where you're like, you want to assimilate and, all of that. So, and my mom worked for TWA, and he was a postal worker for like 50 years, finally retired, but he moved us around a lot. So I was everywhere from Olathe, Prairie Village, Shawnee. I lived in KCK. I lived in the east side. The only place I didn't live was the west side. I lived on Carnes Boulevard. I mean, everywhere you can think of, I've been from. So I don't really have a place I say I'm from. Just all over.
Yeah.
4 brothers and sisters. I mean, sorry. I have a brother who passed away during COVID, but a sister and a half brother. But I mean, that's just kind of me, I guess. Yeah.
So then where did you end up graduating from if you went to all these places?
So that was the crazy part. I started at St. Teresa High School for 2 years. Then I had, I was pregnant with my son. I was 16 and then left there, went to J.C. Harmon, Alta Vista. Bishop Miege.
Oh my goodness!
I went to Paseo Academy, so I got my GED when I was supposed to. So the same year I was supposed to graduate, I got my GED, and then I went to college for like 6 months at Penn Valley, and then just went straight into the workforce. So I have my son's now 32.
Okay.
We have our kids are 22, 21, and 17.
Okay.
Yeah.
Please tell me you have yearbooks from all these schools.
Oh, I do not. I do not. That's I know. And my last one was Bishop Miege, and I'm in there like as if I graduated from there.
Okay,
and
cool.
I was like, no, because I actually dropped out like the January of the year I was supposed to graduate. So it was pretty wild. That's why I'm in there, but I'm not. I didn't graduate from there.
Okay, but you are a hawk. So
I
heard Harmon.
So is he. I am a hawk. I only went like a couple semesters, but that was it.
It's all right.
So it's small world though, right? Is it Deanna's family that's related to Mark?
Oh, the Mendozas? Mark Mendoza?
Yes, he's my cousin. Yeah,
Okay,
he's my brother-in-law.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's small. See,
So
I told you I'm related. Like,
so I think that makes us cousins.
Exactly. All my kids are like, Mom, how are you related to everybody? I'm like, and then our families have intertwined because it's like my dad's side of the family marries into my mom's side of the family, and then I have cousins on both sides of the family. It's crazy, but yes, I love them very much. They're on my dad's side of the family, and they're wonderful.
So then you may know my sister Lorena, which is Mark's.
Oh my gosh, that's your sister?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's my baby sister.
I did not realize that.
Yes, yes.
I love them both. So
and did you go to school with my sister?
With Lorena.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, small. Kansas City is big and
Right.
small.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
Yeah.
See, cousins.
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. All right, Aaron, top that. Let's go.
Yeah, please. Yes.
Yeah. No, I mean, I was born in Mexico City,
Okay.
Oh, okay.
and then my parents brought us over here when like 6th grade.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
And then I went to Central Middle School,
Mm-hmm.
and then
That's where I was.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
Then I got moved over to All Saints,
Oh, yeah.
and then after that went to Harmon.
Okay, you got moved over because you got kicked out of Central. And...
No.
Oh, okay.
Man, there was a lot of stuff going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At that time.
Yeah.
So then I got moved, like I said, to All Saints.
All Saints,
Yep.
and then
And then the Harmon.
and then all 4 years at Harmon.
Yep. All 4 years.
Nice.
Yep.
True Hawk right there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah,
And you said
graduated
you know my sister. What year did you graduate?
95.
95. Okay,
Yeah.
my sister was 98. Yeah, because I told my sister, I said, yeah, when I have them in, I'm going to have to ask Aaron if he remembers you as a burrito girl because she used to
Yeah.
sell burritos all the time.
Oh, yeah.
That was her little side hustle.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I could see her set up in the commons area
Right.
at a table, so pulling them out of a duffel bag.
Yeah.
Oh
A
my
lot of
goodness,
people did
that's
that.
so
A lot of
funny.
people did that.
Yeah.
She did it, and then Mike Guerra used to do it.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 Yep.
That's funny.
Yeah.
And siblings?
I have
Brothers,
one
sisters?
brother.
One brother?
Yep.
Older, younger?
Younger.
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
So then when you got here to the States and you were in middle school, you had to learn English then.
So like
At that time?
in Mexico, we went to
Oh.
a school that it was like half English, half
Okay.
Spanish.
Okay.
So I didn't speak it fully, but I had a good understanding.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't as hard as
Yeah, you
know what I
came
mean?
with an advantage. Not all
Right.
of our kids do.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but your first language was
was
Spanish.
Spanish.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's good. And do you still use it today?
Oh yeah.
That's good.
Full bilingual. Yep.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm the
Yeah.
only one that does not. Like my kids
Yeah.
are bilingual, because
Yeah, I try to push it on them.
Yeah,
You know
That's
what I mean?
good.
I
Yeah.
always have. So.
Yeah, we pushed it on our kids, but they didn't listen.
Well,
Right, Chris not even listening now.
being that was his first language, it made it
Yeah.
easier for him.
Right.
Yeah.
For us, I mean, I know you said Spanish was your first language, but
Right.
for us, English was our dominant language. So it was hard to do just Spanish with them
Yeah.
when I knew I wasn't saying everything correctly.
Yes.
So then it was like teaching them little words and teaching them phrases, but not full on.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now we regret, and now they blame us.
No, that's the same we go through too. And I feel like I always get told we can learn it. I'm not. I barely made it through school. I'm not. I can't. I wish I could.
Yeah.
You still can. There's
yeah.
apps out
I
there.
know,
you
but
know.
But it's not the
not-
apps.
it
You have
really
to
isn't.
fully
You
immerse
do.
yourself. You have to
Yeah.
go there and live it
You
in
really
order
do.
Yeah.
to be able
Yeah.
to learn
So
it.
my kids speak it like the way they need to speak it because of his parents. You know,
Ah,
they
yeah.
They
talk
speak
nothing but Spanish.
Spanish.
Yeah, that's
so
good.
Fluent
Yeah.
Spanish. So,
Yeah.
and so you just learn differently in school and
Yeah.
apps,
Yeah.
right? So
Mhm.
yeah.
And then when we used to live right next door to them, I bought the house next door,
Mhm.
so we were back and
Oh,
forth.
yeah.
Oh, to
Every
grandma and
day.
grandpa.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
So yeah, they grew up.
And she still cooks
Talking,
dinner
you
every
know.
night. For
Oh,
them.
nice.
So
How cool is
yeah,
that?
I know, right? So
Yeah.
that's why they know it really well.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Okay. And so, where did you grow up when you came to Kansas City?
Central.
Oh, it's just Central.
Mm-hmm.
Whereabouts?
Right off of well, when we got here, it was on Sandusky,
Okay.
a lot. And then we moved over to like 7th and Central, and that's where I
Where on 7th and Central?
right off Pile.
Right off Pile. Okay.
Mhm.
I was right off Lowell.
Oh,
Okay.
You're over down the street.
Yep.
Yep. So we were
Yeah.
like
Up on the
towards-
hill.
Up
Yeah.
on the hill.
Yeah.
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 So,
Yeah.
Yep. we
did
grew
you
up
ever
there.
go down to spend some time over at Bethel
Bethel.
Neighborhood Center?
No.
No?
No. So like we grew up in Central,
Oh, okay.
but I was supposed to go to Wyandotte,
Mm-hmm.
and then at that time, you know, all the Mexicans were going to Hardeman.
Mm-hmm.
So I got an address and then
Ah.
like
Aha.
went
Yeah,
to
That's
yeah,
how
and
you
I
got
went
there.
to
You're like,
Hardeman,
wait.
Yeah.
you know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So yeah, so like we used to ride the bus and it would drop us off like on Kansas Avenue,
Uh-huh.
and I had to walk the rest of the way home.
Oh,
Oh,
no. Over the
Till-
bridge.
Yeah, till they caught us, and then after that, I would just have to walk the whole way. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
But-
Yeah.
Or get a ride or whatever.
Yeah. I went to Wyandotte, and I know what you're saying, but we were, we all found each other.
Yeah.
So all of the Latinos hung out together. It
Yeah.
may not have been a huge crowd, but we all had each other.
Right.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
it was still the best experience.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah. So a lot of the times I would be over more like in Argentine.
Uh-huh.
So you know. So
Yep.
That's cool. Yeah. So being that we're in the summer now,
Mhm.
do you remember your summer nights or your summers when you were younger in your childhood?
Oh yeah. My life's always been around cars. I
Yeah?
mean, it's always been my thing.
And then where did that start?
I think just because my dad always liked cars, you know.
As far as like mechanic or just
No, just the whole customizing and all that.
okay.
Okay.
I remember my dad used to pick us up from school, and it was like every month it'd be like a different car, and I'm like, he'll pull up in a different car, and I'm
You'd be like, no, that's not my dad. Oh wait,
that is my dad. It's like, oh, that's a cool car.
Yeah.
So yeah, it just kind of
Yeah.
grew from there. And,
Yeah.
he would always be tinkering with cars and all that. And then when we came here, and like I said, I went to Harmon.
Yeah.
And I would do all the automotive.
Okay,
classes.
the auto
Then,
mechanics.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they used to have that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had a teacher there that, he did auto mechanics and he did woodwork.
Mm-hmm.
Who was that? Who was that teacher?
I can't remember his name.
Because when I was there, it was Mr. Kohler.
Kohler? No.
Yeah. So yeah, and that was '89.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I graduated. So yeah, so it was, I don't even know when he left.
So I would take like woodworking, like auto mechanics, and I don't know what other class they had. It was all in that back corner.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then he would let me work on my car like all day long. Like,
Yeah. So that was the thing though. If you had a car, you can take that class and you can work on your car at the same time.
Yeah.
But you didn't have to pay for anything, right? It was all whatever.
Yeah.
They
You
had
just
there.
bring in, whatever parts or whatever you were doing.
And then I guess everybody else that was in your class would
Yeah, they could help out or whatever.
Did you let them?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's called free labor.
Yeah.
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 That was cool. Yeah, because I have friends who've also done that, and I wish I would have.
Yeah.
I think I've tinkered with my cars more because of YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. YouTube has helped us quite a bit.
It's
with our
changed a
car.
lot, yeah.
Yeah. So back
It
then,
opened doors that people would have never
Right.
right?
been
Yeah.
able to do. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, because I consider myself, I'm a YouTube certified plumber, mechanic,
I like that. I wanna use
you know,
that. Yeah.
painter. I mean, woodwork. I could put up fence posts now. I'm like,
Right?
it's all didn't have to go to school. I
No,
use YouTube.
exactly. I do TikTok. TikTok is my thing.
Okay, so
yeah,
you're out
cooking,
dancing.
Not dancing,
Oh, okay.
but the cooking,
Yeah, the cooking.
the learning, all of it.
Yeah. I've started to use the same thing. I got into Pinterest to pick up recipes but then too many ads and you got to buy this. I'm like, and then so like TikTok. Yeah, there's some lady that I follow. You might where she go la payasa.
Oh my gosh, I was going to say payasa.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
I
here
love
recently
her.
she's not doing well.
Right, exactly. She has some health concerns.
Yeah.
But she's back now.
Is
so,
she?
yeah, she's looking good.
Yeah. So
It's
I
so
have
funny.
she kind of resembles my mom a little bit, which is
Yes,
pretty
that's
wild.
like my aunts and uncle, my
Yeah.
aunts and stuff. And we went to Santa Fe Swap Meet, and we actually saw some of the influencers down there dancing. So we saw them on TikTok, with the Swap Meet and
Oh,
stuff.
uh-huh.
And when we go down, they're like, there they are. They're
Oh,
there.
wow.
Yeah. So
They're
it's
like
like all these
celebrities
things.
now,
I
yeah.
know, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's pretty cool. What do you remember most about your childhoods?
Oh gosh. Oh.
Cousins, parties.
I know. Yeah, we had such a big family, and I think that was like the biggest part. Is like my mom, especially when we grew up, really when we were younger, the Mendeses lived like across the street, and then my grandparents lived over on the other side, and they would have like canasta parties. So they play canasta, and all his kids would be together and play games and like just have a really good time. I feel like now, my kids don't even know any of their cousins. I mean, their families are just so big, and we don't do things like that anymore. It's not the same as when we were young and we just all get together and do everything together.
Right.
It's like we all have our own little segmented.
I do have to say,
things.
when we were growing up like that, we learned how to play poker.
Oh, see, same kind of thing. I know.
But for money, I remember doing that with our
exactly.
tias, and I was like, but yeah, you're right. What we had there is just not the same.
Right.
Like our kids and within our immediate family all hang out, but like to know their cousins
Yes.
from my cousins, that's where it starts to fall apart. And
Yes.
it's like,
That's exactly where it does. And like we were talking about summer, for me, I was just that kid that my mom, I was a Gen X, so my mom and dad worked, they weren't always home. My mom worked as a flight attendant for a while, so she was gone for months, and my grandparents raised us. So,
Yeah.
you know, we were out in the streets with all our friends and, you know, kicking it and all of that, you know, and I see my kids now and they go, they don't do any of that stuff, you know, which I love. It's great. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, you know, I think of all the times I probably could have died. But, you know, I'm like, it's crazy.
I mean, we climb trees, jump fences,
exactly.
jump ramps on our bikes.
Yep.
With somebody on the back of the bike, you know.
I would jump out my window because I would try to get out at night, you know, so they wouldn't know. And I actually jumped out my window when we lived on Carnes, and I was like, I don't know how I did that, and like I'm still alive. So it's wild.
I know. Did you guys ever hang out down at St. Margaret's Park?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, that's where we used to go all the time.
Yeah, that's where we would hang out too.
And, okay, so what would you do down there?
Play soccer.
Oh, okay.
Okay. No.
Yeah.
Ours was a hangout spot where we went to just hang out and people,
just hang out.
Yeah.
So speaking of St. Margaret's, do you remember that rocket that was there? Do you remember that?
Yep.
Do you remember that?
Yep.
Remember the hot ladder, the slide?
Yes.
Yeah. See, that's another thing our kids didn't get to go down the hot ass slide.
Yeah.
Sometimes you go like halfway, and then you'd have to jump off it because it's so damn high.
They don't know nothing about the metal
I know.
slides.
That and then wintertime, go down that hill.
Oh,
my
yes.
God,
Yes.
Oh yeah. I think
That's the one thing we still try to at least do, you know, with all the younger ones. Like, come on, guys, we're going to go sledding because they don't know what it's like unless they go down that hill.
Yeah.
Chris, you've done that, right? You've done the St. Margaret's Hill.
Yes.
During the
when we still have snow.
Oh
Yeah.
that's
know.
true.
Yeah, right.
We really haven't anymore.
Yeah. I think when we were younger, of course, it snowed like crazy, and everything must go on.
Yes.
Now it snows and it shuts down, and you know it just
it's very different.
Very, very different.
Yeah.
We're lucky that I still have my sister that lives right there on Coy. So that gives us a reason to go and like everybody meet at her house and then we all go up and go
Just
sledding.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
my kids are at KU, and every winter there's ice. I'm like, please, because they're in scholarship hall, so they're like at the bottom of the hill. So I'm like, hopefully you just survive, just getting to your class.
I know, right? Yeah. So growing up in your homes, was it a breakfast, lunch, dinner home?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My parents, like, my dad was in the military.
Okay.
And after the military, he was a police officer in Mexico.
oh, okay.
So he was, like, real strict, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then my mom's always been that way as well. So my mom loved cooking, you know, to this day.
I was going to say, it sounds like she's still doing that.
Yeah.
That must be nice. Yeah.
So it's like, breakfast, lunch, dinner, the whole
Yeah.
lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, it was the same with me. You know, it's I was a breakfast guy. I always had to have breakfast. think I'm starting to branch away from that, but yeah, I have to make something for breakfast every morning. You know, like I said, I don't do it much anymore.
Yeah.
But and breakfast was my thing to cook.
Yeah.
I think it's the easiest thing to do in the mornings, right? I mean, not in the mornings, but just breakfast itself.
Yeah.
You know, just then dinner and
Well, not only that, but I think it's just, like you said, it's different times now.
yeah.
Back then, they used to push, you know, breakfast is the most important part of the, you know,
The day,
your
yeah.
meal, you know what I
Start
mean?
your day
Like,
off.
your meal of the day.
Yep.
And I think nowadays they don't, now they're like, drink a coffee, drink a protein shake or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, cold coffees.
right.
Where was that at when we were
Yes.
younger?
Oh.
Right.
If my coffee was cold,
Yeah.
I'm throwing it out.
Yeah.
Now I'm making it myself. You know, I'm
Right.
drinking the cold coffee.
Yeah.
And there for a while, just trying to figure out how do you make a cold coffee?
Yeah.
Do you make a hot coffee and then let it cool down? Or do you put ice in it,
Right.
let it get watered down?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's when I had to ask La Payasa how to make
Exactly.
how to make coffee. Yeah.
And I think that's why we're so different. I grew up very different than how his family did. We're not traditional at all, very
Yeah.
Americanized. And like I said, my mom and dad worked all the time, and so my grandparents lived with us, my mom's parents.
Okay.
And I grew up with them. That's who I say like raised us. It's definitely them. And I raised my brother and sister pretty much. You know, we didn't have like the traditional breakfast, lunch, dinner. I am good friends with Marisa Marino, and she'll tell you all the time, oh my gosh, you would make this manicotti all the time. I don't know why. I loved Italian food, so it was the easiest thing to make. So I'd make it, and we would have neighborhood kids at our house all the time. Like,
really?
they would live with us. Like, we had a couple people that there was my brother's friends, and they were just like, yeah, I'm going to stay here for a couple months. I mean, it was just like, it was crazy when you think about it, but it was like the best time because we really built a community. But yeah, for us, like, I remember we just make tortillas and have butter on them and like Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid. Oh my gosh. Yes.
So it was just like trying to survive, with what we could.
Kool-Aid, we're talking the packets?
Yeah, the packets and the extra sugar. The red kind. Yeah. So it's my grandparents did the best they could with, they were older and, she didn't like anybody in the kitchen with her. So I never learned how to cook.
Really?
Yeah, she really didn't. Like his mom loves the kids being in the kitchen. So I just grew up with a very different, atmosphere. So I didn't learn how to cook. I still to this day don't know how to cook. And yeah, our kids now, they all know how to. And it's good. Yeah.
A lot of Mexican dishes? Is that what it is? Or okay.
Yep.
Good.
What was your favorite dish that Mom makes to this day?
Man, it's too many to pick one.
Okay, but if you had to choose one,
I like the chicharrón with green chicharrón.
Yeah.
That she makes the chiles en nogada.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's like real traditional. You know what I mean?
And you can make that as well.
I know.
If you had,
I cook a little bit, but I do more, barbecue and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Which is what we talked about in episode 20. Talked about barbecue. Yeah.
I do more of that. You know what I mean? But
that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. What kind of hobbies did you guys have growing up?
I'm gonna guess cars.
Yeah.
Cars.
Right?
How about like, did you guys camp? Did any camping as kids or
I don't do no camping.
Yeah.
fishing?
I tried it a few times. I had a couple friends that they'd be like, "Let's go fishing," and
You're like, I'll bring the bear.
I was like, they showed me how, and then buddy of mine, Shane, he was like, we'll go and pick up worms and all that, and I was like, I'm not doing that, dude. And he's like, well, let's go to the lake, and then I'll show you how to bass fish, bass fishing.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I could do that, you know what I mean? But I'm not touching no worms. I ain't doing none of that, dude.
That was something else. We didn't grow up with any of that.
Yeah.
It just wasn't a part of our thing.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you with his, when I met him, we met each other at a car show when we originally met each other. And so I was always around lowriders. My uncles built them in their garages. And so we were always down there, and it was just knowing that this was this thing that I just always thought was a thing, doesn't any different, and it was just life. And so we'd go to car shows all the time, and that's where I met him, was at one of the lowrider ones over at American Royal.
That's cool.
Yeah, so it's just like, those things that are interest of each other. Yeah. So I think that's what worked out really well, because being in a relationship and having somebody who owns a business that's like that, like a custom paint, and then also in a car club, and I mean, it's a whole lifestyle. You have to really understand each other and understand what it is, because it's your life. Like, you do go out of town on weekends, you do take road trips, you do make commitments to be at these events. Now we create events, for them to keep this lifestyle alive. So I feel like it just takes a real passion, for that. And I think it's something I never realized it was a real passion, because I just thought it was just life, right? But once we worked together, it was like, it's just even more powerful.
Right.
Yeah. That's cool.
And it makes me think about, like, us, we really don't know a whole lot about that.
Yeah.
But ours is a little different.
Will you speak for yourself?
No. Ours was going out of town for softball tournaments and a lot of sports-related stuff. So that's kind of where, ours connection is. But so I understand what you're saying. It's just, that is what you guys were into. And we have to remember that, just because, we got to try something new, know. And so going to the car show that, who was throwing that?
Juarez.
The Juarez Club was so cool to just be a part of that, And then I have to think, I'm like, okay, we kind of do something similar. It's just in a different realm. It's just through sports or whatever. So
exactly.
but yeah, very cool.
Yeah. Did you get a chance to see those guys when they were on the show?
No, they were on the show.
Yeah.
Wait,
I had. Yeah.
See. Yes, I'm gonna look it up tonight.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Yeah. So it's been fun to see that side and get to know people that do something different.
Yeah. It's a like I said, it's a lifestyle, and I think Kansas City, especially since I've grown up, it's expanded and become more young people are in it and out there. And just to say that I'm Chicana was something I never really said out loud because I'd always get humiliated for it, or like you don't say that's a derogatory word. And now like I see young people saying that that's who they are. It's an identity, and I think it's so amazing that you just know who you are and you come out like that. And
yes, yeah,
it's great.
Yeah,
yeah.
I say I keep saying all the time. For a long time, we let people say our names incorrectly.
Yes.
So we were always the Jimenez girls.
Oh my
And so it wasn't until later that we were like, no, it's Jimenez. It's not Jimenez, it's Jimenez. But
same thing. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. That's pretty well. So when you were younger, did you guys do any skateboards, bikes?
I don't know how to ride a bike.
No,
I don't know how to swim. I don't know how to ride a bike. I was very, like I said, I was raised with my grandparents, and I was a wild kid, and so they tried to like keep me. They were very protective, which I'm like, thank you. But at the time, I was like just out, doing my own thing. But yeah, I didn't do any of that. I was not, like you said, camping, any like nothing. Yeah, so I missed out on a lot. Now we're trying to do everything we can with our kids. Like we grew up very different than I did. Yeah. I know people see that, and they're like, I had friends in 8th grade get together and get me an old bike, and they really tried to help me learn. I still to this day don't know how to learn a bike.
After the show,
I know, right? I know, right?
We're gonna go on the street.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's that. We actually have a bike sitting out there.
Oh my God! I'm telling you, I don't know anymore. I'm too old for this.
Well, we have nephews. When they were little, none of them knew how to ride bikes, but it's because of where they lived. And so being, in inner city and just the cars, there just was never a place for them to learn how to ride a bike safely.
Yes.
There where they lived, and it wasn't until they moved here in the suburbs and the streets and a little bit safer to be able to go outside and
a lot different.
So then they were able to learn how to ride bikes.
But I know.
Yep.
One day.
Yes.
You still got time. Yeah. Ever play outside during rainy days?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Remember those days?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Did the kids do that? Or you're like,
really.
Do not go outside, it's raining.
Yeah. They're not, yeah.
It's
different.
Different for sure.
You know what? I'm going to have to ask Chris. Did you ever play outside in the rain?
No.
See? I know. Yeah. It's just a
That's
different,
sad.
yeah.
We're going to edit that part out, Chris.
That was your responsibility.
Yeah. Exactly.
I think my 2 girls went out more like in the snow and all that.
Right.
Where my son, he had what do you call it?
Yeah, so he had Kawasaki disease. It was a very rare disease back before COVID. And COVID, it seemed like there was more kids that got it.
When they had the swine flu.
Yeah, and
so he was only,
he was like 3 months old. And
Wow.
it was that thing where if he went anywhere, he would get it. So if we took him out to a grocery store, he would get what was ever on that cart. Like we had to, he was like a boy in the bubble.
Yeah.
He couldn't go anywhere.
We went to Chuck E. Cheese for a party.
Yeah.
And when we left there, he
was in the hospital.
Yeah.
Oh my
and
goodness,
we spent
that
like
fast?
a whole.
Yeah.
We spent like a month at
yeah.
Children's Mercy, like
Really?
in the quarantine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had the CDC come out and everything.
Yeah.
It was
wow.
Yeah.
It was like a real rare case and whatnot. And
Yeah.
So then you guys would have to dress from head to toe to be able to go into the
yeah,
room?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Or we were the only ones, if we didn't, we were the only ones that could be in the room, and everybody else came in that in that capacity.
Yeah.
It was the craziest thing. And back then, they didn't have Facebook and all. Oh, well, they did, but I wasn't on it. And so we didn't know other people that were like that. Now we know people that have experienced things like that.
Oh.
But that's why I think he's our youngest. And I think from then on, we've just been real careful with our kids, you know, especially when you experience that. He used to have 105 fevers. and go into seizure shocks, and they never knew why, and it would just happen. It was just out of nowhere. So he's dealt with a lot.
We protected him more, and we just like going out to play in the snow, stuff like that.
Yeah,
he
just didn't.
We're not doing that.
We were so worried about it. Yeah.
No.
And so then the girls were just like, yeah, we're staying with you. So it just kind of became that thing, which I hate, because they were like, now they get to experience everything, because he's fine now. Everything's great.
Oh, good. I was going to ask. Okay.
You would never know. Yeah, you would never know he was ever sick.
Yeah.
He's good.
But I do have to say, most of the kids nowadays don't want to be outside.
I know.
No.
It's very different.
They just don't. They'd rather be on their phones and just, I know.
Yep.
We are guilty. As much as we try to. But,
exactly. Yeah, it's just different times.
Mm-hmm.
How often do you guys think about your childhoods?
I mean, all the time. There's always things that you reminisce on or whatever. You know what I mean?
Because I mean, now there's like TikTok, anything you see on social media. I mean, like through my what do you call it? Algorithm. I get a lot of stuff like that because because of the show as well. So like you said, is there ever like a scent or something you smell that like takes you back to abuelita's house, or takes you back to a friend's house? Because like if you smell smoke, like somebody was smoking, and you'd be like, oh yeah, a friend of mine, her dad used to smoke all the time. It's just little things like that. I mean, is there anything that comes to mind?
Well, I'll tell you, like, the reason why I bring up TikTok is because I think when I was growing up, I never saw anyone else like myself, right? I always felt like I was kind of like in this small group of people that considered themselves like who I was, and grew up around like the lowriders, and had this like different type of life than like I didn't grow up with like both parents in the house and with grandparents, and I didn't speak Spanish, and I went to all these schools, and I was in the streets, and I just felt like I was kind of always alone, in like who I was and my identity. And so that's why, like, with TikTok, it's like you find this group of people that is like, you grew up the same way. You had that same experience, and how'd you go through it? Like, and like how they survived it and what they think about it now. I think about that a lot, especially with my kids. It's like, I wonder if they would ever survive that. If they live like I did, like I don't know if my kids would ever, you think about that. And it's like, how did I survive that? Yeah. And so, with my mom, she passed away a week after my brother did, because she had a heart attack on the way to his funeral.
Oh.
Yeah. And, it's one of those things where it's like, they did the best they could.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think when my dad's still alive, and, he finally retired, and he's my biggest supporter. He's at everything, and I just
please don't tell me he's outside.
No, he's not.
In the car.
He's not outside.
Okay.
No,
so bring him in.
If he knew I wasn't, he knew you were related, he would absolutely be here. When he sees this podcast, he'll be mad at me. Like, why didn't you tell me? He loves that, and so I think it's just it's when you see things like, especially on social media and things, and you see that relatable thing, it makes you feel good. I mean, it makes you feel like you have a home.
Yeah.
Right. You had an existence. You were somebody at that time. So you just always have to remind yourself as a young person that even though I felt so alone, I did have people out there. So I try to do that with people now. It's like, when people do feel like they don't have an identity, that's why I think I love the work I do, is because I love being able to support people. And like, your story resonated with me, and I'm like, that's exactly what I needed when I was growing up, was somebody to be able to say, your story resonated with me. And that's why it's important to share that, even though it's not always the prettiest thing, it's meaningful to somebody.
Yeah.
So so let's go to sights and sounds. Like sights, do you ever drive by where the places that you grew up in?
Yeah.
You said you grew up in a lot of spots.
Yeah.
So once in a while you just drive by and kind of think, I remember this about this place, or remember,
Do you have one?
Well, I mean, my parents still live at the same house. So every day we go over there.
So then is everything still the same?
Yeah.
I mean, the color inside the house.
Oh yeah. I mean, they change it every once in a while. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But I mean, everything's still the same.
It's still the
it's
same.
the same house. You know what I mean? Like, from the time we were little when we first moved into that house. I mean, you're talking, over 30 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So okay, so the bedroom that you slept in, still the same?
Still the same. Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Still got those lowrider pinups
Nah,
on the
my
wall?
dad took all that off. He took all that off. But yeah, I mean, but the room, everything's all the same. You know what I mean?
That's cool.
You know what was funny is my kids hate this. I'm everywhere I go because I've always been somewhere. I'm like, this is where I grew up. This is where I was. And my kids are like, Mom, oh my God. Like I hear something new all the time. Like how, oh God, here's Mom again with her reminiscence of like this place. I tell you, everywhere I go in Kansas City, there's always a story I have to tell when I'm with my kids.
And I applaud you for that. That's awesome. Because I did that.
Way.
I do that with my kids.
Okay.
I grew up in Argentine, right by Franklin Center, right off of 14th Street, and I was on 15th Street, and Franklin was just my hangout spot.
Yeah.
It was just the spot to go to.
Yep.
Especially during the summer. As soon as I got up, I was out there playing basketball.
Yeah.
Or meeting up with all my friends because we all lived in that neighborhood, where we would all meet up there.
Yep.
And we would play soccer, football, baseball, basketball. And then they had a coffee shop there. It was a small store inside. We would hang out in there. We weren't allowed to go back home because my dad was always sleeping during the day because he worked nights. So Mom locks the door. So I have to stay at Franklin.
Yeah.
to keep cool. And then,
exactly.
So, it just, so every time I pass by there, of course, that's the things that I think about.
Yeah, exactly. Do your kids understand? Like, 'cause some mine are like, how did you live in so many places, and also why would you hang out there, or like like they're so questionable of like what you walked that far, or you did that. Like,
I think I've told my kids these stories so many times that they've lived it. I think
they
think, oh yeah, Dad, I remember I was there.
Or they're saying, Dad, you already told us that story.
Yes, exactly.
What's up, Chris?
Yeah. Am I right, son?
Yeah. Or that's like, especially with my mom passed, it brings that importance of like, I wish I asked her more about like her growing up, and because I hear stories now from her friends, that I now Facebook, people will send me photos, or they'll send me like stories, and especially around her birthday, and it's so cool. I'm like, oh, I didn't know my mom did that or did this, and one of the craziest stories is her and her friends all saw La Llorona over in the West Side. It's the story that everybody continues to tell us, and I'm like, oh my God, see, Mom, you actually saw somebody that people don't usually see. So
that's kind of where this podcast is, as he was trying, coming up with it, and so talk about memories, because we think that is so important. My mom is now the last one of her siblings, and she has dementia, and we have wasted these years now that we could have recorded and gotten some information, but we don't have that time anymore, so it's like we need to talk more about our memories, and so that our kids have that,
Exactly. I love that. It's important.
Exactly. That's why I said this is why we do this. We like to talk, bring up memories that you sometimes you don't share, and then sometimes sitting here it just pops in your head. Oh yeah, I think I remember doing that, doing this,
and that's why when I was talking about the lowriders, when I talk about my Uncle Lupe and my Uncle Julian, who are both now passed, those are legends here in Kansas City, and generations now don't know who those people were, and we have Blas, and Pepe that are still here with us, and it's like we got to continue to talk about what they did in order for us to be where we're at now, right?
Exactly.
Who knows if Aron could have had a shop like he has without what they pioneered back in the 60s and 70s, and made happen. We think, those are little things, but they're actually huge, big, triumphant things that make Kansas City what it is now. So I love the fact that you guys bring those in, because those names and places and people need to be remembered.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Aron, the Hernandez brothers, Michael and Victor, and their grandpa is going to be 100 years old this year.
Wow.
And I'm trying to bring him in here so we can talk. I want to know what it's like when there was wagon trails and stuff like that, going down Metropolitan, horses and stuff like that, you know. And and I talked to Big Vic and Little Vic and Michael, and no, my grandpa don't want to do it. He don't. I said, I'll take my stuff. I'll go to his place and let's record.
Yes.
And he said, nah. Grandpa said he don't want to talk to nobody. He goes, but he'll talk to everybody, but he don't want to talk. He don't want to talk to me.
Yeah, he doesn't want to record it.
That's what it is. We have to put a bug on him, you know, and just record it.
Yes, absolutely.
But anyway, I'm still gonna try. I'm still gonna try to do something.
You have to.
Yeah. All right. So, your high schools. What's the craziest thing you saw while you were in high school? Do you remember?
I used to skip school, so and the parties we would have when we skipped school was crazy. And I'm like, I don't even know how I got out of the school. Okay, I mean security, you know what I mean? But we did.
So your parties were during the school day.
During the school day, yeah, like skipping school. So and that was at Harmon. So he's a better student than I was. Yeah. So.
What do you remember anything? Any fights? Anything that just. Like here, I'll give you. Go ahead.
No, I'm just gonna say like, not so much at Harmon, but like in Central when.
Okay.
They had that big walkout, and then they had our pictures like in the newspaper and all that, and.
Really?
Yeah,
wow,
and that was pretty crazy then. You know what I mean? But yeah.
Yeah. See, like what I remember, it was just. It's funny, and when I step into Harmon into the Commons area, where we had the lunch tables and what, I'll always remember a fight that I saw. There was this bully. It would just bully everybody. He was a year older than me. I think I was a sophomore. He was a junior at the time. And he went up to these. There was a group of Asian kids that were just sitting there, and he just started bullying them, right? And everybody kind of just spread out, and one of them stood up to him, and they were ready. So I mean, and I'm not stereotyping here, but Asians, you know, you think, okay, this guy, he might know something, some type of ninja karate, something. And he sure enough did. He stood in his stance, and he kind of just did this, and the guy was like, oh, okay, you were on the wrong fight. So this guy did a roundhouse kick. Kicked him right in the face. Wow. You always see that shit in movies.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We saw it in person. We're like, everybody freaked out. Where are the phones? Nobody recorded it, you know. Nobody. And I don't know how many people remember that, but I was like, that was just amazing. It was amazing. Amazing. And I'll always remember that. And of course, by then, you know, the guy fell down and he was going to get ready to stomp on him. And then the security, Mr. Bell, do you remember? Was he there?
No, we had Charlie.
Okay, okay, it had to jump in, and then assistant principal. Who's the assistant principal? Was it Engelbrick still?
Yep.
Mr. Engelbrick.
Mr. Engelbrick, yeah.
He's another one trying to get in here. I want to get Mr. Engelbrick in here. But yeah, it was just, you know, crazy moments, and of course, you know, just the fun things that happened in high school. Yeah. High school was very hard for me though. It was. So was junior high and middle school and elementary, but everything. But do you guys still have something from school? Do you still own anything?
I still got my yearbooks and all that. Probably a couple of soccer uniforms here and there. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
So you did play at Harmon then?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they started the soccer season at Harmon in '88.
Oh wow.
So I got to play that year. It was '88 because I wasn't eligible my senior year.
Oh my goodness.
So I had to get to play. Yeah. So, but I got to play a little bit of soccer. Didn't know what I was doing.
I was gonna say,
I just went out there because my buddies were all playing. That was the only reason why. And then I had the football coaches mad at me because I did that. Because I played football my freshman and sophomore year, thinking, okay, this guy's gonna play. No, soccer season, boom, let's go. I'm gonna go.
Heck
You know, did you ever think about playing football?
No,
not at all. Just soccer.
But was soccer already a thing before you got to high school?
Oh yeah.
Were you already playing like in leagues or something?
Since a kid,
Oh, since a kid. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
What number did you wear?
21.
So nobody got to wear that number anymore because you had the jerseys.
Yeah, I had the jerseys.
You brought this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you say you didn't do any sports or? No. Oh no, you were too busy partying.
But I'll tell you this: I was my track star, and nobody believes me, but I did track and thank you. I appreciate that because nobody does. And in track, I did really good. Did it for 2 years, 7th, 8th grade, and I did really, really well. Again, I grew up like in Shawnee, Kansas. I went to St. Joseph's School.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
Okay.
Just right there,
down here,
down the street. But when I went there weren't any Latinos. Like it was, I think it was just the 6 or 7. There weren't many at all. So I actually was bullied in school my entire time. It was really bad. And when you think about it now, you're like, why didn't anybody do anything? I don't know. But for me, it's just like those things when it comes to school, I just try to forget about it because, I didn't do well. Like I said, I went through 8th grade there and then my different high schools. And I didn't have that best of an experience. That's why I'm glad now my kids, and went through Catholic schools in KCK, and then we moved up north, so they were in Park Hill.
Okay.
Again, it kind of went back to what we tried not to do is like bring them away from their culture. Like when they were in KCK, it was they were with their people. That's how I wanted to grow up, like that. But then we got shot at, me and my daughter, and in our car coming home. She was in the Kansas City Ballet, and ended up getting shot. So.
Oh my.
I told Aaron, I was like, this is it. We can't live here anymore. So that's when we moved up north. But we moved close enough to where we were by KCK, like literally 5 minutes for that bridge.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's been hard. That's been another type of hard. It's like, you're trying to fit in now with this, community that doesn't really want you there. The schools they've been great schools. It's just not always the great when it comes to diversity. It's been an experience, and they got through it. My 17-year-old's going to graduate next year or so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. We're kind of in the same boat. I mean, we're just right down the street from KCK, so we feel like we're still close enough, but we've had to adjust. Being in this area.
Right.
Like all of our kids their names were all changed.
See?
Mario went to Mario. Marcos went to Mark. Christian went to Chris. And Ileana became Illy.
Oh my
Illy.
goodness.
Illy.
Oh my goodness.
I did not give you those names.
Yeah, exactly.
And
and that's what we try not to. But when you have to you want to give your kids the best experience.
Yes.
It's just like my family. That's why I forgive. Like I know my parents try to do the best they could because they try to do the thing we're trying to do. Right? Is give them the best life that we can, better than what we had. Yeah, for sure. And it just comes with its own.
Right. Yeah. But everyone's adjusted and it's growing,
It really has.
So, I feel like we're in a good spot.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Do you guys remember your first job, paycheck job where you got a paycheck on a Friday?
How to get it cashed at the grocery store or
something? Get it cashed somewhere.
I worked at a lot of jobs. I know you didn't work. I worked my entire life.
Thriftway in Armourdale.
Oh, you too?
Yeah.
Okay.
I worked there, I don't know, I think maybe about 3 months.
Did you?
Oh,
but it was like during the summertime, so it was like, it was hot outside, and then you come inside and take the groceries out, and it was like, oh, man, I can't do this. Like, I always had a thing where I never liked people telling me what to do. You know what I mean?
You had to be your own boss eventually. Yeah.
So I did that for a while, and then I worked at, there was a boot store on Central, right there on 10th and Central.
Okay.
And they used to do shoe repair. And I worked there for a while, and they were always real cool with me, and then they always helped me out. And, I was still in high school, so they knew I had commitments and soccer and this and that. So they always worked with me to be able to, and then when I graduated, they came to my graduation. I mean, it was a family
thing.
You know what I mean?
Nice.
And it was fun. It was a job, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But after high school, I just started hanging out at a body shop, and they're like, "You want to work?" Like, I was like, "Yeah."
They said your ass was here every day.
Every day, looking at the cars and all that. So they just kind of took me in, and then after that, like, it just didn't turn back. You know what I mean?
That's cool.
Like,
Yeah.
it's like just started moving from business to business because not knowing what to do, how to do it, how to run it, how to, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it just it changed, and then to where we are now.
Yeah.
Okay. So are you still considered a mechanic now, or more of a body?
No, I don't do mechanic work. I
Not
do
the
more,
okay.
Paint and body work.
Okay.
Paint
Yeah,
and body.
custom
Okay.
work. Yeah.
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 Mm-hmm.
And yeah, what
Price Chopper on Row.
Oh, you did too?
Yeah,
Oh,
when they
okay.
had ventures and
Yes.
all of that.
Oh, yeah.
That was my sacker. I was a sacker and a cart person. They tried to get me to do like the mopping of the floor and brooms, but I didn't know how to do any of that. So they'd always just make fun of me. So I was just sacking groceries.
Uh-huh.
okay.
Yeah.
Lots of good memories
so,
over there.
Yeah, so you brought up the ventures when and then Price Chopper was next door, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. Payless Shoe Source was
And
there.
yes,
Yeah.
that's right. It was like in between.
Yes. In between
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ventures and
So you had
Price Chopper.
you had ventured in the Payless shoe store.
Mm-hmm.
And Price Chopper.
Yeah, and my kids know nothing. I tell them all the time. Like I tell them, this used to be, and they're like, "What is that?"
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Indian Springs?
Oh yes.
Did you guys do that too?
Yeah.
Didn't work
Mhm.
there, but there all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Another hangout spot.
Yeah. So many hangout spots. We used to have a lot of teenage dance clubs, pogos. And,
Pogos.
And Sean, over in
Oh.
Shawnee? Yeah.
Yeah.
We used
I
to go
don't-
there a lot. Yeah.
I remember the name, but
I-
I don't think we ever went.
Yeah, I think I went once, but yeah, I wasn't
Okay.
there all the time. But
Yeah.
Pogo's was the spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow, you just brought something up. Yeah, I am. See, that's why I like doing this because I have not thought
There were
Pogos.
so many more young people, places like that. I just can't remember the names anymore, but they were everywhere.
Like Senor Frog.
Yes,
Senor
that's
Frogs.
another one. Yeah.
Mhm.
Gosh, and when people bring up, like, oh yeah, that's what it was. It was
Yeah, I have a good friend of mine. A friend of mine that grew up with. He was my. I say to this day, he was my very first friend. I was 5, he was 4, and
Neighbors.
that we were neighbors. And he ended up moving away, and that's But we still keep in touch.
Yeah.
And him and his wife met at Senor Frogs. He was a bouncer there.
Gosh, see,
Yeah, he was a
What
bouncer,
happened?
and
Yeah.
he was a bouncer, and she was a partier. And they kind of made this
They
connection.
made that connection.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Lowrider show.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey, you can't be dancing like that, or I'm gonna kick you out.
Right.
Okay, so wait,
exactly.
you said Kemperina, where you guys met.
Yeah, American Royal.
American Royal.
Yeah.
So did you guys go do any concerts or anything at Kemperina?
Oh gosh.
Yeah, remember those?
Or
No, we did.
or
We didn't go together, but it was like a wrestling.
Yeah, wrestling WWE. We used to do that a
Oh.
lot with my kid because my kid was
Okay.
young.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I would
Yeah, I
take
used to
him.
go with
yeah,
my
he used to go
friends.
with
Oh, okay.
friends.
yeah, we
Okay.
did
Yeah.
WW.
Yep. So
F.
Yeah,
It was
that's what it was.
WW.
WWF.
okay,
Yeah,
so bringing that up, were you guys there when Owen Hart fell out of the
I
rafters?
was not there when it
No?
happened,
You weren't
but
there?
I missed that one.
Yeah.
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 I missed
Yeah.
that. Were you
Yeah,
there?
yeah,
We were there.
We were there. It was a pay-per-view night.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were there. We saw it all. I saw him fall
Yep.
out. A lot of people. It was like during a break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were cleaning the ring because right before that match there was a, they call it the TLC match. It was tables, ladders, chair, and then there was trash, and it was
Yeah.
just a mess.
Yeah.
They were cleaning it out, and then that's when he fell through.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Oh
that
my
was
God,
it was pretty
that's
wild. I
traumatic.
mean,
was.
I yeah, like I said, I saw him hit the rope, did a flip, land on the mat, and
But some people were thinking it was a dummy. I was like, that was
some
not a
people
dummy.
laughed, some
Oh
people like
my
shocked, some
God.
people like, is that part of the show?
Right.
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 Yeah.
Right.
But we knew it wasn't when the people that were cleaning jumped out like
Yeah.
scared as hell, and it just it was a whole thing. It was pretty wild.
Scary. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so let's get into what we have going on now, right? So we went from the first paycheck to what we going on. Yeah. So go ahead, Deanna. I know you're a busy person.
Yeah.
I know you have quite a lot of stuff going on. Chief Executive Officer of the Chicano Center for the Arts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And what are the
Yeah.
others?
Yeah, so basically, I mean, it started in KCK, and it started because I've always wanted to be an artist when I was young.
Okay.
I was a creative writer more so, I would say.
Oh, okay.
And my dad drew. My mom wanted to be a fashion designer. You just don't do those things because it's art and you don't
Yeah.
get paid. And so when Priscilla was sick, she started writing. And like little books, and I was like, oh my gosh, I would want her to have the chance that I never had. And so I would ask around like her school and different places, and they were like, no, just wait till she's in high school. She don't need a mentor right now. And I'm like, well, that's odd, like high school, college. And I'm like, well, I think I can't be the only parent that thinks my kid has something here. I love to see it grow. And then of course, like, there were places around like Matty Roads and stuff, but I didn't, with having 4 kids, it was hard to be able to spend $100 on one kid to go somewhere and then not have the others. So, I was asked around. I worked at Hallmark at the time, and I just said, how do you start an not-for-profit? And everybody was like, do not start one. Don't do it. It just do it. What do you need? I'm like, well, I need a place and I need volunteers. I was like, I can support it. We'll see how it goes. That was 15 years ago, I think, when I started it, and started with just creative writing. And I think we had 45 families show up in KCK. Irene Carrillo, who's a great friend of mine at El Centro at the time, offered me a space for free. She was like, she was the only one. Everybody else I talked to, I didn't want money. I was just looking for someone who could help me just get a space so we could do this. Yeah. And everybody said, no, we don't work with kids, or this is a crazy idea. Nobody wanted to help. And Irene was the only one that was like, okay, you just need a space. We have Academy for Kids. We'll have it here. Okay. But you need to bring everything. And I was like, absolutely. So Hallmark actually was like, we can't support you, but we can offer volunteers, because everybody loves to volunteer. And we had about 40 volunteers from Hallmark come. Paid it out of my pocket for almost 12 years. Through that, we started growing. We then included theater, visual art. We started our first Chicano Art Festival. We did a collaboration with Matty Roads. Jenny Mendez is my cousin. Okay. And so, so she's amazing. And so, she, we told her the idea, and she was like, let's do it. So our first one we had was at Matty Roads. And gosh, we're on our 10th year. This will be our 10-year anniversary for the Chicano Art Festival. Oh. So 10 years ago, and it was phenomenal. We had Joe Ray from Lowrider at the time, Lowrider Magazine, come out. We had artists come out. Josephine Talamentes, who works at Chicano Park. She's one of the board of directors. And ever since then, that festival has just grown. I'll tell you from that experience of just continuing to work as mentorship, working with entrepreneurs. We work with about 170 Latino Chicano entrepreneurs right now, everywhere from just starting to now. We work with people that started with just a grill at our events and now have a full-blown food truck and are doing phenomenal things.
So entrepreneurs, no matter what, not just art.
No, everything. And what I see as art is if you build it and you create it with your hands, it's art. It doesn't have to be, whatever. And we now we have our La Bodega pop-ups. We have our Fourth Fridays that we do. Started out, with first Fridays with Casey Estilo, and now it's grown into Fourth Fridays. We now have the comeback show that we work with Maceo Palacio. So I feel like with the experience we've had, with these 10 years of the Chicano Art Festival, not knowing how to do any of this, like when we worked the first one, like, after we left Matty Roads, because we wanted to also expand to KCK. So we moved it to KCK, and it was there for about 3 years. And through that, we had to really learn on our own what it meant to do something like this. Yeah. Like from figuring out who your vendors are, how do you get payments, how do you work with the city? I mean, the city alone, Kansas City, Missouri especially, was so hard to work with. Like the barriers that we had to like break within that. Nobody understands like how hard like Aron and I have had to work to create the events that not only are important to us, but I want to leave something for the younger generation, like how I grew up, right? Like I said, like, even just my uncles, I don't want their legacies to die because we can't continue to be able to support events and people and artists and lowrider people, because we don't know how, or we don't have the resources. We can make it happen, right? So that's why we continue to do it, is because we want to ensure that we're doing what LA is doing, right? You walk into LA and you have events every weekend, just going to the swap meet and seeing that you have that all the time. It's like, that's just culture. That's just, that's just it. You don't have to insert yourself. Right. You're just a part of it. And that's what I want Kansas City to be like, we don't need to keep inserting ourselves. Like, this is just who we are, and we belong here.
Right.
And I think we're kind of getting there, but we still have to break a lot of barriers to get to where we are. And you know, some people just see it as, you know, it's easy. It's been the hardest thing that I think we've ever had to do. But it's so well worth it, especially when you're there the day of, and it's like you just people come up to you and they're like, "Man, I feel like I'm at home. I'm not from here. I'm from LA, and I feel like this is LA, or I'm from Texas, and this feels like Texas." You know, or they're from Kansas City, and like, I've never felt so alive and just being able to be me. You know, show up in my Dickies, show up in my Converse, just show up as who I am, whatever that means, and not feel like I'm, you know, in a weird place or not invited, or like it's supposed to be a good thing, but it doesn't feel like it's authentic, right? So
well, we appreciate what you guys have done for the community. Yes.
Appreciate that.
Because I was so excited when we went to the car show just to have it in our backyard. And just to hear the music playing, and I'm like, yes. You know, everyone there just enjoying the atmosphere. It was awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just a vibe, you know, and everybody gets involved, and everybody's having a good time.
Yes.
And, you know, that's what it's about, you know. It's like everybody coming together. Like, we all have a common interest, a common, you know what I mean? So why not just have a good day? You know what I mean? Like, enjoy it. We work every week, you know, every day. So why not have one day where you could just relax and everybody have a good time?
With our same interest.
Exactly.
What we love to do. And I'll tell you, when you talk about Juarez Car Club, without Juarez and Sit and Low and Royals, we wouldn't be able to continue the Fourth Fridays. You know, funding is not great. You know, I have a small org that still isn't, you know, funded like others. And a lot of what we do is because of community. You know, we all come together because we all know how important these things are. And so I give all the love and respect to the car clubs that come together and know how important these things are, and they continue. So we've continued the Fourth Fridays, and we're able to do them because of our community, not because of some big funder or getting great money and things coming through. It's literally the very people that we support and support us.
Yeah, we did get to go to one of our first Fourth Fridays.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we did go to that one
last month, maybe.
It was it was before the Juarez Car Show.
Yeah. April. It was April.
Yeah. So that was cool to be down there.
Awesome.
Just the vibe, like you said, it was just so cool because we have not been a part of that culture, even though that is our culture.
Right.
But to be a part of it was really cool.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's good to hear. Thank you.
Yeah, and even on that day, Aron Molina even said, you know, he says you need to talk to Deanna. You need to get her on the show. You know, her and Aron, I'm sure they would love to come on your show.
I appreciate that.
I said, but you were a busybody that day. You were a busybody.
Nobody ever can find me on those days. So,
and so the thing you guys are doing with Maceo.
Yes.
Maceo's my cousin.
Oh my gosh! What?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a small
first cousin.
world.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! So first cousins.
So his mom and I are first cousins.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
My,
yes.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
It's crazy, right?
Yes, I've known Maceo since I was like 14
Oh, really?
years old. Yeah. We all hung out. You know, and yeah. And I'll have to tell you, Maceo is like one of the most genuine, amazing human beings. Like, I don't want to cry because I just feel like it's a rarity to meet those type of people.
Yeah.
And he is just phenomenal. You know. Yeah. I
not only that, but the things he does is like it pushes you to like he'll have a wild idea like, hey. You know, we could do this, that. It's like
it's what you call a wild hair, if you ask.
Right.
Yeah,
we're like, you know what? Yeah, and that's how the show started. That's how the comeback started. So he had his daughter's quinceañera, and he's like, you know, I'm gonna have this place for the weekend, but we're only using it on Saturday. How about we throw a show on Sunday?
Really?
Like, what? I'm like, but we're having the quinceañera on Saturday. Like, how are we gonna?
Yeah.
He's like, so yeah, that's how it started, and then sure enough,
and he didn't sleep.
Yeah, we had
He
the
was awake for 2
quinceañera
days,
and,
3 days pretty much, because he had to set up on Friday
yeah,
too.
we
Oh my
helped set up
goodness.
everything. The quinceañera went great. It was a real good time. And then, everybody left, and then we just looked at each other and we're like, okay, now we got to clean this place
Yeah.
up. And, so we were there till like 5 in the morning. He stayed there.
Yes.
I went home, took a little nap, and then came back, and then we had a car show.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and this year we at least are not doing that this year.
Right.
So, but it's like, again, it's like it's just people with passion and heart, and you do it for the reasons that we have. Maceo aligns with that, and again, it's a rarity to have that where you're not just like, I want to make money off this, or this is for ego.
Yeah.
It literally is,
Right.
because we want our young people and the people we are with to enjoy themselves and remember and be united, right? And I think that's just the most powerful thing, and as to why it works. I mean, people have asked, to be a part of it or whatever, and we just kind of kept it with ourselves for now, because it's like, it's working. It's hard.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got a job, Aaron's got his job. I have so many things going on, but we still end up making it work, right? And just because I think it's been easy. It's been hard, but it's been very, very easy. Yeah. So that's the best thing.
And the main thing is like any of like 4 Fridays, the comeback, any of those. I mean, people always think like, oh, you're doing it for the money, or and it's like, no, we're doing it for the community, because we're not getting paid.
Right.
For the culture, yeah.
And a lot of times, so we wanted to hire a DJ.
Oh,
right? And it was like, I don't know, like $800. They wanted like $800 to come down there and play music. Yeah. And I'm like, $800? Like, I mean, I don't knock what they do, but at the same time, it's like, we don't have $800 to spend on this.
Yeah.
We're not making money on this. We're just doing it to help the community, to have a good time, to have an event where everybody could come down and have a good time.
Yeah.
So we had a guy, and then he's like, I got a full DJ equipment, like, do a little work on my truck, and I'll let you have all this stuff. Oh. And I was like, all right. So we did a little work on his truck. He gave me all this equipment. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to bring the equipment every time we have an event. And
sweet.
I'm not going to DJ because I don't know how to do all that. But I do have an iPad and with, thousands of songs on it. So we'll just play and go.
That's,
you know what I mean?
That's the way to go, yeah. And if anybody wants to play a song, just sign up. Yeah, just come and do
Fernando was like, karaoke. I'm like, why not? We have microphones. I mean, again, it's like for the community. So if anybody has any ideas, I think it'd be great.
And speaking, before we get into the car show, because we definitely want to promote that. So Aaron, you said, you just did that little trade. So that's the business that you own.
Yeah.
Right. Is you work on cars and stuff like that.
We do.
How long have you had this business?
I've been there for 20 years now.
Okay. Is this your business?
Yes.
Okay. And what's the name of the business?
One of a Kind Paint and Body.
One of a Kind. Okay.
So you have to be an artist.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess.
Because
we know about the young one who we've seen his work and it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Were you
stuff.
always an artist? Did you always dabble in the drawing or anything?
Yeah, always drawing and stuff. You know what I mean? That, like I said, and cars, but it just kind of came full circle,
Yeah.
Like my mom used to take me to school in the mornings, and then we would always walk by this body shop. And then I would always look in there, and when I was little,
and they say, "Hey, little one, you need a job." You're here all the time.
Exactly.
just looking, and the smells, from like the Bondo or the paint and all that. My mom be like, "Cover your nose, you're gonna get sick." And I'm like, "No, I like that. Like I like the smell." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it just kind of, I don't know. It's something that it came full circle. You know what I mean?
So does someone come to you with an idea of what they want, or do you kind of...
They come with ideas, but at the same time, it's like you do this for so long that you already know what works and don't work.
Okay.
So your idea, it might work in your head, like you think of it, but I'm like, yeah, that's not gonna work.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
We need to do it this way,
Yeah.
and then we'll get the results that you're looking for.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
we can't do it that way. We got to do
So
it
is it
this
just
way.
Gotcha.
is it just custom painting?
No,
or,
we do everything.
or
Insurance
anybody that-
work,
okay, anybody that
wrecks, anything.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, we do all you know.
Okay.
But custom's always been. See, a lot of body shops they either do one or the other.
Okay.
So what I've found with that is that sometimes where, like, say they're doing like wrecks and all that.
Yeah.
That might not be as busy at a time.
Mm.
So they sit there and don't have the work. Like dealerships, sometimes they don't have work because there's no wrecks. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like if the weather's nice, that there's not going to be as many
Right.
wrecks as if we have a snowstorm and you have wrecks everywhere.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So when's the busiest time? Is it the winter?
Well, for
It
that
used
type
to
of-
be,
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
your son said, like when we used to have snow. You know what I mean? But nowadays, I mean,
Okay.
it's
So you balance it by having both types
yeah.
of
So
work.
we always done both. So it's like we're always busy. Like we're doing one or the other. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So it kind of helps out. You know what I mean?
So how detailed is your, like, do you draw? Like, I've seen some of the lowriders that have beautiful murals on them and stuff like that. Do you do that too?
I don't do murals. We do the graphics.
The
and the
graphics.
custom
Okay.
paint. Yeah. Murals, I got a guy that comes in and helps us out with that. And
Oh, really?
I just let him handle that part.
Okay.
I kind of learned that it's like mechanic work. Like I don't do it, so why even try it? You know what I mean? I'd rather have somebody that knows what they're doing come in and do it,
Okay.
and then I do what I do. And
Yeah.
you know what
Okay.
I mean? So
Just let me know when you need help. I'll bring my iPad. I got YouTube.
Yes,
I'll see what I can do.
yeah. So it just
Yeah.
it's easier that way. And by the time you get so busy, it's like you don't have time to. Well, maybe I could do this. No, there's no maybes. Like if
Yeah.
I could do it, I'll tell you. Okay, I could do it. If
Uh-huh.
not,
Yeah.
then I'm not messing with it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's get into the comeback show 2, right? So it's June 20th at 11 a.m. And what time does it end?
9 p.m. on the 20th.
Okay, 9 p.m. And then on the 21st starts at 4 p.m.
Actually starts at 11 and
Oh, it's
ends
starting
at
at
5.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So my information is wrong.
You're good. It's been
Yeah.
crazy, so
Okay, yeah,
I'm
so
gonna make sure
things
you
are
get
changing.
yes.
Okay.
Okay, and it's at the American Royal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Bottom
And-
floor, grand ballroom.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, wait. So it's at the American Royal, not at the
Kemp Arena.
Kemp Arena.
No.
At the High
Okay.
V.
Yeah.
Yeah.
American Royal. Okay.
Fiesta
okay.
Hispana does like the Kemp
Yes.
Yeah.
Arena outside, so
Uh-huh.
that we're actually inside American Royal
Yeah,
on
it's
the
all inside.
on the bottom floor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
We
for-
have like a big space.
Yeah.
Yeah, we recently went to a birthday party there.
Yeah, they do birthday parties there now. I
Yeah.
know.
I know.
That's
I was like,
crazy.
I mean, it was perfect. You walk in and you
Yeah.
smell nothing but
I
animals.
know. I
Yeah.
know that's.
But it was a themed
Oh, okay.
farm animal something
Right.
birthday,
There
so
you
it was
go.
perfect.
Perfect.
But it definitely brought back my memories
Yeah.
of going in there when we were younger, and they had the
Yes.
whole American Royal
Yes.
and animals and all of that.
Yep,
So it was fun.
absolutely.
Yay. Okay, so it's
Yeah.
going to be there.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'll be there.
I mean, so let's put it this way. So it's going to be at the American Royal on June 20th and 21st, right next to. Not the Kemp Arena, because that's what we
High V.
call it.
High
The
V.
High V
High V
Arena
Arena.
for
Yeah,
the High V
that's true.
Arena
I
for the
always
people out.
forget.
Yeah, for the
Yes.
people out there who are like, "Where's the Kemp
Kind
Arena?"
of like
Right.
sandstone.
Yeah.
I keep calling
Yes.
it
Yeah,
Same.
that's just the way we have to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're gonna have vendors, lowriders, motorcycles,
Yes.
custom bikes, lowrider bikes, which
Yes.
I'm interested in trying to make one of those.
Oh,
I want to make one.
yes.
And then you're gonna ride it.
Yep, okay, there you go. I might be able to if you put some training
And
wheels
it-
on that. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah. Beat competition. What do you mean? Is that the stereos?
audio, yeah.
The audio for the vehicles.
The loudest.
Oh.
Yeah.
The loudest.
Yeah, we
Okay.
brought that back. That was something.
So
that
you're gonna
hasn't been
so are you
around.
gonna judge? So you're gonna sit in this vehicle, turn it up, and if you can make my beard do all kinds of
That's actually a
If you can
great-
make my beard
great
dance,
idea.
We
Yes,
actually
There we go,
got,
yeah.
we got
yes.
mics and everything. They read the
The-
sound level.
Oh,
yeah?
okay.
If you can make it as loud as Arrowhead, then
There you
Right.
go.
yeah,
Oh
right.
yeah. Yeah.
And then the hop competition as well.
That's on
Yeah.
Sunday. Yep.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Did you guys do that last time, or is this
Yes.
new as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
That one is
No, the hop we did, but the audio's new.
Yeah, we
Is
did.
new.
The
Oh, okay.
audio is new.
Okay. Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay. You're also going to have, well, you're going to have DJs, but you're going to have somebody just play music, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we have bands too.
Bands as
Yeah.
well.
Yep.
Stranded in the city,
Yeah.
from what I
Yep.
understand. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's why I had to.
Yeah,
Stranded
you gotta
in the City.
represent.
Who
Yeah.
else is? What other
Yes.
band?
You want to say the names because I don't think I'm going to say them correctly. Grupo Videncia.
Yeah.
How do you say it in Spanish, like correctly? I don't speak Spanish very well, so.
No, that sounds right. I mean, people will get
okay.
it. Yeah.
And then Father Figure.
Yeah.
Is going to be there, as well as J City and the World Mercado, I think is what their name is. And then Chuy Solequillo. I can never say that last name right, but they're an amazing rock Mexican
nice.
inspired
Okay.
band here in Kansas City.
Okay.
So different variety of bands.
Okay,
Okay.
but all day, is this going to be Saturday or
Half.
they're going to be half and half?
Half and
and
half.
half,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So Stranded is there on Saturday, 8 o'clock. They're our closing.
Okay, cool.
And it's all we have a listing on that on Eventbrite. Oh, if not, we'll add it. But I've been posting on social media and stuff. But
Yeah,
we're
so
gonna do a
that's
lot
your
this
camera
week.
right there. Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
yeah. So we are definitely going to be doing that. And then we have Father Figure on Sunday. Chuy's again on Sunday. And then we have I think Grupo is back again.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Nice.
It's going to be great. We haven't had bands before, but I think it's
Oh.
going to be really good.
Yeah, I heard rumor that Kid Frost was going to make an appearance.
No, but you know who is going to be there?
Yeah, and it's gonna-
Yes, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not Kid Frost, but
Okay, yeah, but yeah. So who is the special guest from an actor from Blood In Blood Out?
Blood in, blood out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Magic.
And
Yeah,
we
Magic.
We also want to say he was a premiere on The Pit. So in case anybody's not seen Blood In, Blood Out, and you watch The Pit, he is on The Pit.
Okay, now we're gonna have to go
Wait,
back
we've
we
seen the pit.
we've
I don't
seen
remember
two
seeing
seasons of
him.
it.
We said the same thing because he's the one that actually
We watched
recognized
it.
him.
Like,
And you
my
recognized
daughter,
him?
My
Yeah.
daughter like put us onto that show.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like every Thursday we were
Right,
watching.
every-
it.
yeah,
Same.
same. Love
And
that
then
show.
so we were watching it, and I'm like, wait, I know that guy, and he's like, they're like,
Really?
they were like, who? I was like,
Yes.
Like,
that's
do you,
Magic.
do
I was
you,
like,
do you recall what the scene was?
Ooh, he's the president,
towards the end
CEO of the
where,
hospital. Yeah.
yeah.
So it's like one of the
the end of season 1 or 2?
Two. I think it's season 2.
One of the
Yeah,
last
one,
episodes.
Okay, now we're gonna have to-
So it's recent. He's
Okay.
been on there recently.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if he'll be back. You never know.
Yeah.
But,
True.
You
Okay.
know,
We'll
if
have
you've
to
seen
check that
him
out.
on the
Yeah.
pit,
Yeah.
he's a
Okay,
star.
and what day is he gonna be there?
Both days.
days.
Oh, nice.
And so what's his
Yes.
role?
Definitely gonna
Is
have
he
to
going to
do-
be sitting there like signing autographs,
Yes.
or is he
Signing
walking
autographs.
around? Is
They
he?
do like a meet and
Yeah,
greet,
uh-huh.
and then they do pictures. And
Yep.
all
Okay,
that.
so
Yeah.
similar to like when they have the card show, whatever we
Yes.
did, whatever was that
Anime,
called? Yeah,
anime
that type of
show.
stuff.
Yep.
Yeah,
The Comic-Con.
Comic-Con, that
Yeah.
one. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, same type of
Yeah.
thing. So yeah, he's excited. He hasn't been to Kansas City, and I think we
I think it's
heard.
his second time.
Yeah,
he said
maybe
it, yeah.
second time. I thought it was his first.
Oh,
But I
okay.
think he's been here before, but it's been years.
Okay, so who got the hookup?
Actually, Maceo.
Oh, really?
Maceo at Dallas.
He was here for a show,
Yeah.
and then Maceo had his snake that day, and then so Victor seen him.
Maceo has a snake.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So
Shout
then,
out,
It might
Maceo.
make an appearance at the comeback
That'd
show.
be
cool.
Just
That'd be cool.
FYI.
Yeah, so they took a picture.
Uh huh.
So then that was a couple years ago, and then this year we just went to Dallas.
Yeah.
And we were at the show, and he's like, "I'm gonna show him the picture, see if he remembers me."
Ah.
So he was just going to show him the picture,
Uh huh.
Yeah.
and then we started talking, and then he's like, "You guys are from Kansas City?" Like, yeah. Like, oh man, I like it over there, and then that led to him coming now. And,
Nice.
You
He's
know,
gonna be
so,
here.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Very
maybe he's
exciting.
going to open the doors, and other people might, in the future want to
Yeah.
be a part of
Exactly.
this.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
cool.
Yeah.
I have room on my couch, Magic. Please
Yes.
come in and talk to
There
us,
you
man.
go.
We'd love to talk to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might just bring your equipment down there.
If
Yeah.
I have to, I'll do
You
it.
know?
Yeah.
Get
Set
you a
up.
boot space.
Yeah, set
Yeah.
up and
Yeah.
come on down.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
All right. Now you got me thinking. You got
Oh,
me
yeah.
thinking.
We have room, so we can definitely have
And
you down
it's
there.
crazy.
I
because,
would appreciate that. That
yeah,
would
The
be
other
cool.
day, we were with somebody and we were telling them, and they're like, "Really, Magic from what?" And I was like,
Yeah.
"Wow, he's got that much pull." Like,
Yeah.
you know
Yeah,
what I
even
mean?
I think I even
Yeah.
my sister's a huge fan of Blood In, Blood Out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's
Yeah.
She loves that movie.
Yeah.
And I think I don't know if I told her if she saw one of your posts. So hopefully they make it. Her and Mark.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
of course.
I'm pretty sure they will.
Yeah. Well, if you're down there podcasting,
Right.
All right, there we go. There we go.
There's the invite. It's on here.
I appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it sounds like it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now, what is the cost to get in? What's the
It's $20.
$20?
Yeah.
Okay.
So to come down, we 10 or 12 and under, I think. I don't know how the exact price is cheaper, and then like 5 and below is free.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
yeah, just come
good.
down. It's going to be a great time. Like I said, you get a lot for that, and you got food and vendors, people selling things.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's going to be really good. Yeah.
Yay. We're looking forward to it.
Good. Good.
Yeah, that'll be fun. And then you said you traveled to Dallas here recently
for
Car show.
for a car show.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, is there any more car shows that you're looking forward to going to?
There's Oklahoma one.
Okay.
Oh wait, but you guys are taking your car.
Yeah,
and
we
are
take our
entering
cars.
it into the car show.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And does that like money for? I mean, when you went and go, I mean,
Nah, just
or is it just to be a part of that?
right. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, to be a part of
support,
it.
you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So we show up there, and then people, that we have met for a
Yeah,
long time.
that's true.
And then
Mhm.
they come support us. You know what I mean?
And
Yeah.
I think it's even better now because of little Aaron, because now he's got his car, and being young as he is, so you know, I think he paid in his first car when he was 15, maybe.
Mhm.
He's been doing it forever, since he's like 12, and he doesn't talk about this enough, but he's a great mentor. I mean, he's been in the shop with him since he was a kid, and to where he's at now is like it's a gift, and so now he gets to take his car down, and people are like amazed, and they're just like, what do you do? And so he's been getting a lot of people wanting them to paint his car.
That's awesome.
He has like a whole. I think I just got my first lowrider, and I think I'm in line for next year. So, and I said that's fine, but for me, I honestly got the car because I've always wanted a lowrider, but for me it was also because now that he's doing what he's doing, I really want him to do the car.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things of
It's your
like,
proud parent moment.
Yeah, it
yes,
really
it feels so good.
I'm out there all because he's so humble. He doesn't really post a lot and stuff. And I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna do that for you. So yeah.
So what kind of cars do you have?
I have a 67 Riviera.
67.
What's Bub's?
And then he's got a 79 Lincoln Mark V.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I just got an 80 Monte Carlo.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
What was that car that Denzel Washington had in
Monte Carlo?
Monte Carlo.
Same one.
Yeah, same one.
Yeah.
It got
Nice.
got the hydraulics on it too. So.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah. Learning.
Okay, nice. Good for you. You know what? You don't ride a bike, but you know what?
I
You can
do
cruise in
have
a
a
low.
lowrider.
You can cruise in a
That's
low
it,
rider.
Yeah, there we go.
So,
I like that.
When you guys do the what do you call it? Before the shows, the
Driving
cruise?
around the cruise.
Oh, yeah.
The cruise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We just had our first ladies cruise thanks to Corina
that.
Peña. Yeah,
Nice.
she got it together, and I was a part of it. And it was
Okay.
just, like I said, growing up here, there weren't that many. Corina and her sister Monica were kind of the only ones I knew that were women and doing it. And I think now there's like 10 of us, and I
that's
know
awesome.
even more people that are.
Yeah,
gonna,
and then I know Macio's teaching his daughter to drive it. Yeah.
Exactly. Yep, I
Yeah, so
love
she could
it.
join you guys.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So.
Are
That's
your
cool.
girls into the cars?
Not at all.
No.
They hate it.
No.
Yeah,
They hate
Yeah,
it?
once they started
They
realizing.
used to
Yeah.
when they were little, but then as they got older, they're like, nah, we're not going.
Once they realized
Really?
they didn't have to be a part of it, they weren't. They were like,
okay.
we're staying home. Even when we do out of town, they're like, or is it a car show? Yeah, nope, not going. Yeah. So they're not into
Which
it
is
at all.
okay.
Yeah,
Which
that's
is
what I
okay.
said.
Yep.
It's a lifestyle.
Yep.
It's something you have to have passion and love for, and they just don't. They have other things that they'd rather do. So, yeah.
That's awesome.
So you have, what is it, 3 girls and a boy, or 2 girls and 2 boys?
2 boys, 32, and then 17, and then the 2 girls are 22 and 21.
Okay, so
Okay.
your oldest, was he into cars as well then, or?
Yeah, really.
No?
My
Okay.
brother who passed away really was, and unfortunately, he never got that lowrider, and so it's just one of those things that like I really wanted one, even for him, just to be like, we got one.
Yeah.
And,
Okay.
Yeah, but no, not really. Yeah, they're just into other things.
Yeah. But at least you're youngest.
Yes.
Gotta be proud about that.
He got one of them.
Right.
Okay, well, cool. Yeah, we're looking forward to that. Is there anything more you want to put out there as far as the
Just
show?
want to invite people out, to
come on out and
support it. You know what I mean? I said we put a lot of effort, time, and to make it a good time for everybody.
Yeah,
we try to accommodate different artists, different genes, so people. They get what they want. You know what I mean?
As far as the food vendors, who you have in there?
Oh my gosh, everybody. SoCal, I want to shout them out. They're always with us. They're amazing. But so many. I even vendors that are doing prepackaged food as well. So you're gonna have a huge variety of
everything
from
you can think of,
burgers. Yep, smash burgers from Manuel Palacio, and then Rico Lupez, tamales. So, anything, fruit stands. So this will be a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So people can buy tickets online or at the door?
At online.
Either one.
Either one.
Okay.
Online
Either
too.
one. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Sunday, being Father's Day,
Oh, yes.
we're going to have a special surprise for
Fathers.
dads.
Oh, how fun.
Yep.
Okay.
So when you get your ticket and you present it, you'll have a special
cool.
surprise.
Yep.
Yeah, on
Nice.
Father's Day. Yes.
Nice, that'd be awesome.
So then were you guys a part of the lowrider, or was that Maddie Rhodes when they had the kids come in and make lowriders?
Oh, that was us. That was the
you
Chicano
guys.
Center for the Arts.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So, and that's another shout out I like to give because, Aaron and little Aaron, at the time he was 16, he offered to be the mentors for
that's
us.
cool.
And so, we actually were able to get the little, it's expensive, but we were able to get them and the models. And then we had an amazing volunteer get the little paint booth blow up you get from Amazon.
Oh,
And, we had a lot of volunteers that came in and just helped, because there was a lot of kids and the community came together. And, I think there were a lot of older people that really love this stuff and they just don't get a chance to mentor kids. And they had a really good time of being able to help the kids pinstripe, do the graphics on the car.
Yeah.
I think we probably didn't think about how hard this was, especially with the little car, but those kids did it.
Oh, good.
It came out really good.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So how do people get in touch with the activities that you guys are having or how to volunteer?
Yeah. So for us, it's our website, lafkc.org.
Okay.
Or anywhere on social media under either Latino Arts Foundation or Chicano Center for the Arts. I messed up my 501 when I first started because I did it on my own. So I couldn't use that name.
okay.
And so I have a DBA and the Chicano Center for the Arts is that. So that's what I go by. So people are always confused. They're like, isn't it Latino Arts Foundation? It is. But this is what we go by.
Oh, okay.
So
you can find whenever activities are coming up. And
and I even have the comeback show on there. So if you even go to that website, if you're having trouble finding anything, there's a whole page about it and where you can get the tickets and things. And vendors can still sign up. So we have a week left. We're about to get that map done on Monday. So if you still want to sign up, you definitely can. And on Instagram, there's a link in our bio. There's info on Facebook. So, yeah.
Who is going to run your booth at the FIFA thing if you're going to be over there
I'm telling
doing
you, it's wild. And you know what's amazing is, again, community. Our entrepreneurs that we have in the space, they're phenomenal. They picked a day that they weren't either there. We have somebody who's actually at the comeback show and there, and they just made it work with their families on we need to be at both, and they made it work. So we just figure it out, right?
Yeah,
you got to.
You do. You got these opportunities that don't come all the time.
Well, tell me you guys are going to be doing the Bibi Bamba art thingy again.
Yes, it's our only fundraiser. We used to try to do more, but we were like, this is the one that's amazing. So we do that at the beginning of the year. So it'll be our fourth one in 2027, and then the Chicana Awards that we are now going to be in our third year. Yeah. So
you guys host that?
Yes. Yeah. We host the awards, and this year we Gina Coronado. We had some amazing people that we awarded. It was it's a beautiful event.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
All right. Well, okay. Well, before we end, we got to have a little bit of fun time. Couples edition. Okay. So let's do this real quick. So there's a paddle right there with the thumb. That is, just the first one. Just the first one, Sam.
Oh, just the first one?
Yeah, Aaron, yours is on this side.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
It's supposed to point to him or me. Okay,
Yes.
gotcha.
Yeah. So it's just questions. Who's most likely to?
Okay.
Okay. So we'll start off with who's most likely to start an argument? Perfect. Yeah. How about fall asleep during a movie?
Oh, that's
really me.
Yeah, that is him. I tell you, I'm a movie person.
Are you?
Oh yeah, I should be a freaking letterbox. AMC should pay me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm an A-lister. I'm the one that stands up in the middle, like when they have the A-list thing. Yeah, absolutely. We see like 4 movies a week.
Oh my
Absolutely.
goodness,
Yes, we do.
really?
We're going to one tonight at 9:45.
What is that?
So
So we better get you out
no,
of there.
you're good. My kids found one that they do. It's something on YouTube right now. It's not a cartoon, kind of a cartoonish, but it's like adult humor. But it's at the movies right now, and I can't. Big Circus, something Big Circus.
Do you know that one, Chris?
He works at the theaters.
Oh,
Works at Cinemark.
Okay.
So he's the one that keeps us up on
I
movies.
got it. Yeah, and I don't know if this is something that they didn't have our A-list on this. We had to pay for it, but yeah, they wanted to go, so I was like, sure.
Okay.
And then we see Disclosure Day tomorrow with the
Oh,
live
cool.
event. For
Okay.
Steven
Disclosure.
Spielberg. Yeah.
I'm
excited.
actually looking forward to that one as well.
Yeah.
Especially a Steven Spielberg
yes.
film, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
How about who's most likely to lose their phone?
Oh, that's me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you the one that's like, Aaron, can you ping my phone for me,
Yes.
please?
Call my phone.
I do that. I gotta do that for. Just did that yesterday for her.
And I'll leave a place, and it's like, you left your phone. I'm like, did I? I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. Between the two of you, who's most likely to become famous?
Oh. I don't know. Do you know we were on a show called Queer Eye, right?
I kind of read that. Yeah.
Yeah. People still like. My kids will be at KU and they're like, your mom. And they're like, how do you know that? And they're like, we watched that show. I'm like, really? And that was like 2018. So, yeah.
Oh, so you guys were on that show.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
really?
you can still see it on Netflix, and so people watch it, and like
Yeah.
Oh, how
you know,
funny.
yeah.
Okay.
So every so often we'll find people. But
Well, then both of you are
So I was gonna
famous.
say the same thing. They're
Yeah,
both
then you
famous.
get pointed at each other. There we go. Yeah. I think I know this one, but who's most likely to deal with insects?
Oh, that's him. That is him.
But you didn't want to deal with the
Absolutely.
worms?
Yeah,
No.
I know, but he does the insects.
No.
We do not.
So I was wrong.
Absolutely
I was wrong.
not.
Okay. So if there's a spider in the room,
Yeah, no, him. We
You're
wait,
not-
and we won't even mess with it. We'll just wait. Yeah, that's what he's like. Yeah, we'll make sure he's watching where it's going. Yeah.
to have a secret talent.
Ooh.
I think all our talents are out.
Yeah, right. I think so too. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Never to put stuff back where it belongs.
That is him.
That's
That is,
you.
no, that is him.
you.
Absolutely. I know. He blames me, but he finds the things where they were actually at, and he just never looks. So it's just like my kids. I'm like, I know they were there. I know. And then, did you check? Yes.
Is this
No,
true, Aaron?
obviously.
Is this true?
No.
Yeah. No.
No, no.
Yeah, it is.
No.
Yep.
He's the same way.
Yeah. See.
Whoa.
Yeah.
They're playing. They're playing that.
I'm telling you, so many, similarities. Yep.
Most likely to be the better listener.
No, you know what? No, it has to be me. I'm telling you. And that's why we don't listen to each other, because we think each other's listening and we're not. So, yeah.
Both of you like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, kind of.
What are we
At the
just?
end of the day.
What is that about? Yeah.
I'll be like, I told you that. And like, no, you didn't. I'm like, oh, no.
To forget where they parked.
Ooh, I don't know. I think that's him too, because we'll be
Yeah, right.
somewhere and he's always like click, 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 click.
Yeah,
click.
yeah, he does that.
Yeah, yeah.
To forget important dates.
Oh no, I don't forget. So that's him. Absolutely him. Yeah.
I get that. I get it.
I don't forget, but
You do forget.
like I know, like my kids' birthdays, like I know the days, but I don't know the years.
The years.
And they're
Yeah.
like, Dad, you don't know? I was like, no. I was
Yeah.
like, but I know how old you are, you know what I
There
mean?
you
Like,
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to learn that too. Yeah. Yeah. I get it. I get you. Yeah. Let's see. Sing karaoke.
Oh, that is him. for sure. We have video. So
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
that is him.
What's your go-to song?
I don't.
After how many
Yeah,
Michelob
lots.
Ultras? Huh?
Yeah,
A
yeah,
lot.
A lot of
Yeah.
them, and then you get
Well,
Yeah.
the
And it's
problem is
English or Spanish.
both.
Both.
Ah.
Yes, he's both for
So,
sure.
I'm diabetic,
Yeah.
Okay.
so whatever medicine they got me on, I cannot drink
Grapefruit.
grapefruit. And I used to love grapefruit. Like I used to eat grapefruit.
Really?
Yeah. And I can't do it. It just, I don't know. I go crazy. Like,
Huh.
And-
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'd do karaoke if someone accidentally didn't realize grapefruit was in his drink or something.
Ah.
Yeah.
yeah, like
That's-
palomas. I
Yeah,
cannot
I
drink
have
that.
not.
Oh.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's interesting,
Huh.
Yeah.
man. To have who's most likely to have more shoes?
Oh, that's me for sure.
Yeah.
Oh no, honestly, I think that's
Are you a sneakerhead?
He is. Oh my God, he'll come home and I'm like, where did this shoe come from? Yeah, it's hiding in his car. There's shoes in his car. I think there's some in there right now.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Just
That's
got
good.
some today.
Oh,
Yeah,
see? That and his Dixon shirts. Yeah, he has I can't even keep. I tried to get stuff for Father's Day and I can't because he's already got it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny. To start off with dessert.
Oh, I don't think we either do that.
No.
No.
Do you guys have dessert after dinner or not
Not
even?
really.
No,
He's
not
not a
just-
sweet person.
No.
Yeah.
Being diabetic, you're not a sweet person.
Yeah.
It's like cravings, like late at night.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean? But like dinner wise and all that,
No.
I'd rather have
Okay.
a good dinner than
Then yeah,
desserts.
I
know
hear
what I'm
you. I
saying?
hear you.
Like,
Yeah.
Okay, but Layton, is it a bowl of cereal?
No, she gets all these brownies and
Cookies.
stuff like that. and it's
Ah,
like, yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Snackety snacks.
Yeah.
That's
what
good,
we
okay.
call 'em.
That or she'll buy like she buys like a lot of candy, like Nerds.
I
and
do. I'm a candy. Again, I
Ooh,
go to the
those nerds.
movies. I go to the
Ah.
movies, so I'm
Yeah.
always got
Yeah.
popcorn and
the
candy.
Sour
You will find in our
Patch,
house.
all that stuff. So it's always
Yeah,
there, you know.
yeah.
So it's like you
Yeah.
walk by and you're like,
I made him diabetic.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Or like when we go out of town,
Oh
like
God,
for a
yeah,
car
it's
show
the
or something.
worst.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
Like we'll stop to get gas and then
Yeah,
just
always.
spend like
Big old bag.
$30-$40
Yes.
worth of
Of just
snacks.
candy.
Just
Or-
candy.
Yeah,
Yep,
and then she
uh-huh.
falls asleep. So guess who's eating all that
Yeah,
the whole
yeah,
way
yeah.
I'm driving?
Yeah.
so-
Yeah, me it's sunflower seeds.
Ah,
I have to
see?
eat the sunflower seeds.
Yeah.
Keeps me awake though. Keeps me awake.
Yeah, it does.
To make a mess in the kitchen.
I don't cook, so I don't have a. No, it's not me. It is not me. Yeah.
So you guys must have a nice clean kitchen all the time. huh?
Now the kids cook, so it's
Yeah.
Oh, that's
messy.
true. There you
It
go.
is so
So it's
messy.
them. They're
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
making a
Yeah,
mess.
Yeah.
Chris likes to do his breakfast, so he makes messes.
Yeah.
But he cleans it up. though.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
a good
the
boy, yeah.
same.
Who's the most competitive one?
He is for sure. He is
Yeah.
definitely. I'm not competitive at all.
No.
I hate competitiveness.
Hey.
Yes,
Yeah.
I hate it.
I agree.
Yeah.
But yet you have a drive.
I know, right?
That-
Yeah, it's the weirdest thing, but I'm not like. Yeah, I'm just I don't like competitions
Uh-huh.
at all. Yeah,
Okay.
it's very strange. I say I'm not like an A type either, but people are like, "Yeah, you are."
Mhm.
I'm like, "No, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not."
Let's see, who's most likely to talk to a random stranger?
Me,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, he's very quiet.
Yeah.
Very quiet.
Okay.
So you guys balance each other out.
Kind of, yeah, yeah.
to leave the lights on.
Oh, that's me.
Oh, really?
I sleep with the TV, so.
Oh,
yeah,
do you?
Yes.
So do you.
Oh, see, yeah.
You sleep with the lights on.
I don't have a problem with the lights on. I don't, it's you that.
Yeah,
I have
that's
to
him.
be. It's got to be dark.
Yeah.
That's
just
him.
completely dark.
Yeah.
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 Even turn my phone over.
Yeah.
Turn the alarm clock. Turn
Yeah.
it this way.
Yeah.
Anything that's.
That's him.
Yeah, that's
Same.
Yeah.
that's me too. To leave the car running.
I don't think any of us do that. We're very particular. I think just being around cars
Yeah,
and like
that's
the
true.
that, like,
So are they
the
push
respect.
button?
His
You have-
is. It's
Yeah,
kind
mine
of push.
is, yeah.
We have old cars.
Okay,
so,
which is
yeah,
yeah.
So yeah, we
have
do
to turn
not.
it now.
Yeah, we have to turn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have to roll windows like
Okay.
Monte Carlo does, and the kids are like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, right.
Yeah, what's
But,
that?
yeah.
Yeah, what's that? Oh, my shoulder.
I
Ooh,
know,
what's this?
right? Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's most likely to say, "Let's stay in for the evening"?
is not me. I think
No, she'll want to go out, and then like
yeah,
her
I guess that is
bedtime's like
true.
8, 9
And,
o'clock.
yeah,
So
it's
she's
not.
like,
Okay, so
It's
Where to go?
not because I don't go to
almost
bed till like
bedtime.
midnight. But
Right.
but I'm just I guess I'm just not that out anymore person.
Yeah. Okay, and the last one to ask the other. Let's go for a walk.
We don't walk. Yeah, we're so busy. It's crazy. Like we don't even have time
by
for
the
that.
time you get home, it's
Yeah,
like
it's
you
like
just want to
tired.
rest. Like,
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
no.
We try to watch a
walking.
movie together, and then he falls asleep, and then I fall asleep, and then the dogs fall asleep. So everybody's asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Truly,
Thank
truly
you.
appreciate you guys taking the time.
Yeah. Thank you
To
both.
do this.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Yeah, and like I said, whatever we can do to help promote you guys' car show, and
Yeah.
maybe later on down the line, we can do this again.
Yeah, I love
Whatever we
that.
can do to
Yeah.
help.
And like I said, more than welcome to come down. So
Yeah,
just let
thank
us
you.
know.
I appreciate that. Yeah,
of course.
definitely will.
We'd love to support you guys.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
That would be really awesome.
Get
I have to
an interview with Magic.
talk.
down there.
Yeah, that would be cool.
yeah. There you go.
Talk. Yeah, I'll talk to my team, talk to my nephew, and see if we can set something up.
Again, the
Yeah.
technology part.
No, I know.
Yeah.
It's definitely technology, and then the
I
bands
mean,
are there too.
I can
so-
Yeah.
unplug everything and put it in a case, but when
Same.
we get there, let's go,
Yeah.
guys. Start plugging the stuff.
We do have electricity though. We got
Okay.
good
Okay.
electricity, and
Good to know. Good.
Interrupt KC I think was down there last year.
Last
so
year.
they
Oh,
got
okay.
it. Then there was just a simple setup. And
Yeah.
they just had a little
Yeah.
microphone, and they just walked around. And
Yeah,
stuff.
see, that's what I don't do. I like to sit down.
I do
and-
too.
Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah.
great. Bring a little like chair, comfy, like
Mhm.
a
Yeah,
little
yeah,
area.
that's-
that would be really cool.
You might see this furniture
Oh,
there.
hey, I
You
like
might
it.
see
The
it.
gold chain, everything. Yeah, that would be
Might see
perfect.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Again, thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Appreciate you.
Appreciate it. Yep.
Yeah, Chris, we good? Sam?
Yep. Mhm.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching the Big Modcast. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, share, whatever you can do to help the podcast out. We truly appreciate it. And this is episode number 196. So 200 just right around the corner. So we'll
Yep.
see hopefully we have something fun to do for that one.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Until then, adios.
Peace.